1924. In a small town in United States, people were preparing for the very first family photograph ever taken in their community. Back then, photography was rare. People believed a photograph could preserve a person's memory forever. Families gathered wearing their finest clothes. Children stood beside their parents. And in the center of the town stood the photographer, Mr. Whitmore, beside his massive camera. Among the crowd was a quiet little boy named Samuel. No one truly knew where he came from. A few weeks earlier, he had suddenly appeared in town. He was alone, wearing dirty clothes, and carrying an old wooden toy horse. But there was something strange about him. Every dog in town barked whenever they saw him. And whenever the church bells rang, Samuel covered his ears and began to cry. Still, the townspeople felt pity for the lonely child and allowed him to stand in the photograph. Before taking the picture, Mr. Whitmore warned everyone, "Do not move until the flash is complete." The entire street suddenly fell silent. Then, flash! For one brief moment, the world disappeared in blinding white light. Everyone rubbed their eyes and looked around. Everything seemed normal. But one thing had changed. Samuel was gone, completely vanished. Only his wooden toy horse remained lying in the dirt. At first, everyone assumed the boy had run away. But later that night, when Mr. Whitmore developed the photograph, he froze in terror. Everyone in the image stood normally, except Samuel. He was no longer facing the camera. Instead, he stood behind the crowd, staring directly at them. His face looked unnaturally older, twisted, almost inhuman. And behind him stood dark, shadowy figures. Figures no one had seen during the photograph. Then Mr. Whitmore noticed something even more horrifying. At the bottom corner of the picture, faint words had appeared, words that had never been there before. He came back to take the others. The next morning, Mr. Whitmore disappeared. Then another family vanished. Then another. Within weeks, the entire town became abandoned. Years later, explorers discovered the photograph inside the ruins of the old church. But the most terrifying part was this. Every time someone looked at the picture, Samuel appeared slightly closer to the front.